What's going on, guys? Dig here, ready to teach you how to do the Voyage of Despair Easter egg, and yes, you can do this one solo. Now, the elixirs that you want to bring for classics are going to be anywhere by here: Temporal Gift, Arsenal Accelerator, and Equipment Mint. Now, if not playing with classics, I highly recommend anywhere by here: Raindrops, Perkaholic, and Undead Man Walking. Now, for perks, I highly recommend Quick Revive, PhD Slider, Dying Wish, and Winter's Wail. Now, for the first step of the Easter egg, go ahead and head to the backside of the boat. Once you get to the backside of the boat, go ahead and pick up the Sentinel Artifact up these stairs to the left, right here. Once you collect the Sentinel Artifact, 4 pedestals will spawn around the map. These 4 pedestals correspond to Pack-a-Punch. Once you collect, Pack-a-Punch will be open. The 4 locations are as follows: 1 straight across from the Sentinel Artifact on the poop deck. The second location is going to be located in the engine bay underneath the water, straight across from the Odin's perk, going down these stairs, swimming across inside this room. Now, if you want to remove the water inside this room and drain it, go ahead and go to the opposite side of this room. In the back right corner, you'll find the valve to drain the water. Now, for the third location, go to the grand staircase in the middle of the boat, all the way down to the very bottom, and you'll find the third pedestal there. Now, for the fourth and final location for the pedestal, it's going to be located back at spawn inside this room, down these staircases in the water. Swim to the back and you'll find the last pedestal there. Once you collect the last one, Pack-a-Punch will spawn there. Now, during every time a round ends, the Pack-a-Punch will spawn out of these 4 different pedestal locations if you're ever looking for it. Now, if you take to your right, you'll find the valve to drain the water down below too as well. Now, I'm going to show you where all the shield parts are located, and I'm going to show you where to build it. The first one is going to be located at the top of the bridge to the left right here. Then turning around, going through the hallways, it's going to be located to the left on top of these blocks in this middle hallway. And the last one's going to be located behind you as well, going down the hallway once again, located to the left against the wall right here on the railing. Now, the second shield part's going to be located underneath the bridge inside this hallway to your left in the laundry room right there, and then going down the hallway further down to your right through the room right here on this chair, and then going down the hallway, taking a left, and then take another left through this doorway. The last location is going to be located on this chair right here. The third and final location for the shield is going to be located in the backside of the boat, down the big main stairs, down the hallway, take a left down the spiral staircase. The first location is going to be located on the wall right there on top of the railing, and then take a right going down these stairs, and then once you get down the stairs, take a left, and at the very end of the hallway, leaning against these boxes, is the second location, and then turning around, taking a right, and then going right again, it can be located on the boxes right here. Once you collect all 3 parts, go to the very top of the boat to the back side, and you'll find the crafting bench right here. Now, we're going to grab the parts for the upgrade kit for the Kraken wonder weapon for the map. The first part is going to be located towards the middle of the boat, down these stairs in the kitchen to your right on the counter right here, and then turning around completely going the opposite side can be located inside this cabinet right here. Now, for the second part, it's going to be located in the room next to the Zeus perk on the table right here to the right as you enter, and then on the left table over here. Now, for the final part, it's going to be located down where we picked up the last pedestal for Pack-a-Punch, down these stairs to the left, and then taking a right on top of these wooden boxes, and then taking a left on top of the wooden boxes right here next to this bicycle. Once you get all 3 parts, go to the engine bay, and then once you get past the freezer down these stairs to your right, there will be the crafting bench for this kit. Now, for the next step, we're going to have to find 4 different triangles and write down the time on the clock that's right beside the triangle for the next step. There are 6 different locations, and I'll show you where all the locations are right now. The first triangle location is going to be located against the spiral staircase right here, and the clock is going to be the one straight in front of it. The second triangle location is going to be located inside the kitchen, down these stairs, taking a left. It's going to be carved inside the cabinet right here, and the clock for this one's going to be right behind it to the left on the wall. The third triangle location is going to be located in front of Zeus on the wall right here, and the clock for that one is going to be to the left on the top of the fireplace. The fourth location is going to be located at the top of the grand staircase to your right up the stairs on top of the door frame right there, and then behind you is going to be the grandfather clock for that triangle. The fifth location is going to be located on the bridge underneath this desk to the right side, and then the clock for this one's going to be located behind the steering wheel right here. The sixth and final triangle is going to be located at spawn down these 2 sets of stairs. On the second set of stairs, it's going to be behind it. The clock is located in front of the triangle to the right side of the door frame right here. Now, like I said earlier, once you find a triangle, write that down and then write down the time on the clock that you get. For an example, in my game, this triangle was upside down with a line through to the top, and the time was 2:05. Then once you got all 4 of your triangles and all 4 of the clock's times, you go ahead and head to the bridge. Right beside the steering wheel on the left side and on the right side, you'll find these 4 dials that you have to turn. These dials correspond with the clock's numbers on the minute hands of the clock's time. You'll find the small triangle on the side of it, and then put the minute hand of their time for your clock. For this example, my triangle was the right side up triangle, which my minute hand time was 45. On screen right now, I'm showing you an example of how the clock times work on these dials. You'll notice that 30 in the center is gone, so you're going to want to count backwards on the left side and forward on the right side when you're putting in these numbers. Now, once you put in all 4 of your minute hands for your clocks on those dials, go ahead and head to the back of the boat where you picked up the Sentinel artifact. Once here, you'll notice 2 more dials on the left and on the right side. Now, these don't have triangles on them, but the left side is going to be the right side up triangle with a line through it, and the right side is going to be the up upside down triangle with the line through it as well. But now instead of using the minute hand on the clock's time, you're going to use the hour hand for the clock's time. Now the hour hand is pretty self-explanatory. From the right it goes to 1, 2, 3, and then from the left it goes 9, 10, 11. Now for the last set of triangles, you're going to go down inside the engine bay, and in front of the Odin's Perk down these stairs, you'll find the last two dials on the left and right side. The left side is going to be the right side up triangle, and then the right side is going to be the upside down triangle. Now all you got to do is do what you did up top, is just flip into the hour hand for your time for those triangles. Again, here's an example of what the hour hands for these clocks down here, because they're a little bit longer. So 1 through 5 on the right side, and then 7 through 11 on the other side. Once you put in your last time for your clock, you should hear this audio indicating that you have completed this step. Now, if you did not get that audio cue, you most likely put in the time wrong, incorrectly on the dials, or you jot down the wrong time from the clock. So please double check your dials and double check your time. Now you gotta find 4 different outlets that are gonna have a catalyst effect coming outside of the outlet. It's either gonna be poison, fire, electric, or water. Now you have to wait till you get to round 8 for these zombies to start spawning in, and once they do, you have to take one to this outlet and kill it, and then it'll spawn in a portal for you to enter to do a lockdown. Do not enter the portals yet, because you have to do them in a specific order. The specific order is going to be poison, water, electric, fire. Now I'm going to show you where all 6 of these outlets are. The first one's going to be located at the back of the side of the boat, going down these double staircase to your left side right here. The second location is going to be located past the shield, up these stairs to the right, and then take a left down here and behind the barrier. The third location is going to be located in front of the Zeus perk to your left against the wall right there. The fourth location is going to be located up the grand staircase to the right side against the wall right there. The fifth location is going to be located in the dining hall as you enter from the grand staircase to the left against the wall over here to the right. The sixth and final location is going to be located at spawn underneath the bridge, going to be over here to the left side against the wall right there. Now before you do these lockdowns, I highly recommend getting the wonder weapon, and I highly recommend getting the Helion salvo. Now there are 3 different ways that you can get the wonder weapon of the map. The first way is getting it out of the box. Now the second way that you can receive the wonder weapon of the map is a secret dev Easter egg that they left in the game. To simply do this, you need to run to the backside of the boat and enter this room. You're going to want to crouch in front of this briefcase and line up your Zeus perk with the first buckle on the left side of the briefcase. As soon as you crouch, hold down your interact button and follow the exact path that I take. You must follow my exact path that I take. Do not interact or do anything else besides walk. So make sure that you have somebody either watching the zombie for you, or you winter wheels, or you use undead man walking to slow him down. You need to follow the exact path like I said, and get up the top of the stairs, stop right here, turn to your right, go forward to the wall, release your interact button, melee twice, uncrouch, and then swap your weapon. Once you accomplish this, you'll be given the kraken, and you'll be given the monkey bombs of the map. Also, one thing to keep in mind, make sure you have a weapon that you have in your hand that you want to keep. Make sure the weapon that you're going to be swapping to is the one you want to get rid of, because that one's going to be swapped out for the kraken. Another thing to keep in mind, you have to do this on round 9, you have to be done with the clock step, and you have to have pocket punch unlocked. If you're on round 10, you cannot do it any longer, and if you're at round 8, it's not available yet. Now I'm going to be honest with you, that one is pretty tedious and is a little hard to accomplish and achieve, especially if you're playing solo. So I'm going to show you a third way to get the kraken. First thing that you need to do to accomplish this is you need to take out a stoker. You have to take out a stoker with a bullet weapon, not the RPG. Once you take him out with the bullet weapon, he'll drop a key. Go ahead and pick up that key. Once you pick up a key, a treasure chest is going to spawn on the map. There are 5 different locations where it can be. Once you open up the treasure chest, you're just going to have to fill it up like a regular soul box. Once you get enough souls, it's going to move to another location, and yes, the treasure chest can move back to a previous location that you already were filling up. Once you finish filling up the third one, the treasure chest is going to open up. Once the treasure chest opens up, it's going to show you an item. There are 5 different items that the treasure chest can show you, and I'll show you where all the 5 locations are. Before I show the item locations, I'm going to show you where the treasure chest locations are. The first one's going to be located at spawn down these stairs to the right side right here. The second one's going to be located at spawn in the staterooms and the back side to the right here in the corner to the left side of the wall. The third location is going to be located in the kitchen in the middle of the boat down these stairs to the right side in the corner. The fourth location is going to be located towards down the engine bay inside the freezer to the right side right here. The fifth location is going to be located down in the engine room. It's going to be behind the pack-a-punch pedestal in the back right corner right here. Now for the 5 locations for the items. The first item that we're going to be looking at is going to be the binoculars. It's going to be located in spawn up these stairs to the left side. The second item location that we're going to look at is going to be the compass. The compass is located outside of the grand staircase on the left side of the top of the boat over here. Now for the third item is going to be the globe. The globe is located on the right side of the up top of the boat right over here. Now for the fourth item. The fourth item is going to be the pliers. The pliers are going to be located on the left side of the aft of the boat over here. Now for the fifth location. The fifth location is going to be the telescope. The telescope is located on the poop deck in the very back of the boat in the back right there. Now as soon as you walk up to the box that has your item, a kraken arm will come out of the water and drop you the wonder weapon, and that is how you get the kraken. Now once you got your your 2 weapons and your perks and everything that you're ready for the lockdowns, go ahead and head to the poison portal and get everybody to stand on top of it to interact with it to be sent into the lockdown. Once you get teleported into the lockdown, to initiate it, you got to walk up to the sentinel artifact and interact with it to start it. Now, these lockdowns aren't too difficult, but while you're here in the poison lockdown, you must take out a poison zombie with the kraken and pick up its heart. The reason why you need to do this is because you're going to need it for a later step in the Easter egg. Now, once the lockdown is finished, the sentinel artifact will come back down and you're just going to pick it back up. Now, head to the water portal and start that lockdown. The best way to do this lockdown is just sit in the corner right here and just shoot the zombies from afar. Once again, once the lockdown is over, pick up the sentinel artifact and then head to the electric portal. Once again, once that lockdown is over, go ahead and pick up the sentinel artifact and then head to the fire portal. Now, the fire lockdown is probably the hardest one because you got to deal with stokers and the fire zombies, and they do a lot of damage. So go ahead and head up these stairs to your right. Once you get here, just stand on the middle of the catwalk and then just shoot left and right with all your teammates. Once this lockdown is over, go ahead and go back down and pick up the sentinel artifact. Now, for the next step of the Easter egg, you're gonna have to upgrade the kraken. The kraken can be easily upgraded by using the crafting kit that we crafted earlier on the crafting bench and having the poison heart that we picked up earlier. Just interact with it and then you have upgraded your kraken. Once the kraken's upgraded, go ahead and head into the engine room where the pack a punch pedestal is. Once you're in here, you'll find these blue pipes with gas leaking out of them. You have to shoot them with the upgrade kraken and get a hit marker and have the water leak out of them. There are 9 pipes in total that you have to shoot. First one is going to be above the pedestal right there. The second and third one is going to be located on the left side of the wall over here. The fourth one is going to be located in the middle to the top right here. The fifth and sixth location is going to be located in the top left corner, and the one on the bottom and one on the top of the roof. The seventh and eighth location is going to be located in the top right corner, and the one on the bottom and one on the roof as well. The ninth and final location is going to be located in the front right on the right side over here on the roof. Once you shoot the last one, the room will fill up with water, and then you're going to have to end the round. Once you end the round, the pack-a-punch will spawn in. Once the pack-a-punch spawns in, go ahead and pack-a-punch the sentinel artifact and pick it back up. Remember, if you want to drain the water, it's going to be on the opposite side where the pack-a-punch is. It's going to be located in this room to the back right. Now, once you pick up the sentinel artifact, you're gonna have to pick up 9 different symbols around the map, and I'll show you where the locations are right now. The first one's gonna be located behind the Odin perk up the stairs to the right, and it's gonna be right against the wall right there. The second symbol is gonna be located right in front of the Odin's perk on the ground right there. The third symbol we're gonna pick up is gonna be at the very top of the boat, and it's gonna be located on the left side inside this life preserver right there. The fourth symbol that we're gonna pick up is gonna be down the grand staircase into the dining hall to the right side on the wall right there. The fifth symbol that we're gonna pick up is gonna be in the millionaire suite. It's gonna be underneath this table in the back right beside the bed. The sixth location is going to be located in the stateroom's bathroom, and it's going to be behind the plant over here to the right side against the wall. The seventh location is going to be located on the bridge on the left side of this bookshelf. The eighth location is going to be located in spawn down these double staircase, and it's going to be located on the left side on the wall right here, right in front of the mail. The ninth and final location is going to be located directly above you to the right side of this air vent. Now head to spawn and go into the cargo hole and go drain the water. Once you drain the water, in the front left, there will be a box. This box will open up and show you a bunch of planets. Once the box opens up, you're going to interact with it. Once you interact with it, it's going to glow each planet in a specific order. The specific order always changes each game you play. Every time a planet glows, you're gonna pause and write down that planet. I'll show you what the names are for each of these planets. Now, once you write down your order, you're going to have to shoot the planets out of the sky in that specific order and pick them up off the ground. Now, I know that your order is going to be different than from mine, so go to the description down below to find the timestamp for each different planet if you're looking for a specific one. Another thing you got to keep in mind, when you do shoot down the planet, you have time to go pick it up, and also a lot of zombies will spawn on it to try to destroy it, so you got to be very quick to go pick up your planet. The first planet that we're going to shoot down is going to be Jupiter. Jupiter's the biggest one and is the big orange one in the back left. Once you shoot down Jupiter, it's going to land inside the engine bay right in front of the Odin's perk right above the stairs. You're going to have to run and jump and pick it up. The second planet that we're going to shoot down is not actually a planet, it's the moon. We're going to shoot the moon down. It's going to be located in the dining hall down to the right side of the grand staircase. You're going to shoot it and wait by the window to pick up the moon. Now, the next planet we're going to shoot down is going to be Mars. Mars is a tiny, bright red planet. There are 2 different red planets. It's the tiny, red, bright one. Once you shoot down the planet, you're going to go into the engine room behind the Odin's perk, up the stairs to the right, and it's going to be located right there. Now, the next planet that we're going to shoot is going to be Neptune. Neptune goes in and out of the water, circling the boat, so you're going to have to wait on the left side of the back side of the boat to wait for it to pop out of the water to shoot it. Once you shoot it, it's going to land on the lifeboat past the shield to your left right here. The next planet that we're going to shoot down is going to be Saturn. The Saturn is really easy to tell which one it is because it's the only one with a ring around it. Saturn will spawn up in the bridge on top of the chair right here. Now, the next planet that we're going to shoot down is going to be Mercury. Mercury is a very tiny purple planet that's towards the sun. It is not the big purple planet. Once you shoot it down, it's going to spawn inside the mail room right here. Now, the next planet we're going to shoot down is going to be Uranus. Uranus is going to spawn in the very back left of the boat, and it's a very light purple planet. Once you shoot it down, it's going to spawn inside the bathroom and the staterooms. Now, the next planet we're going to shoot down is going to be Venus. Venus is going to be located near the sun, and it's going to be small and red. It is the light red one. Mars is the bright red one, so do not shoot the Mars one. sun. Once you shoot down Venus, the Venus planet's going to spawn in the Millionaire Suite on top of the bed right here. Now, the next planet that we're going to shoot down is going to be the sun. Now, before you shoot down the sun, make sure you are all set to ready to go for the boss fight, because once you shoot down the sun, you're going to be doing a lockdown, and once you're done with that lockdown, a portal's going to be available for you guys to go into the boss fight. So please make sure you're ready for the boss fight before you shoot the sun down. Now, the sun's going to be located in the sky, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a bright yellow one. Once you shoot down the sun is going to spawn at the top of the spawn right here. Once you pick up the sun orb, what's going to happen is you're going to be put into a lockdown where you have to destroy icebergs to make your way from the front of the boat to the back of the boat. All you're going to do is go right beside it and just spam shoot the RPG down to the ground to destroy any zombies coming up to you and to destroy the iceberg at the same time. If you have PhD slider on, you will not take any explosive damage. You're going to want to stick to the right side top level of the ship and make your way towards the back side. Once you get halfway on the boat, you're going to use a specialist on this iceberg to break it open. Once you break it open, it will drop you a max ammo for you. Now, once you make it this far in the boat, you can either continue destroying the icebergs to get to the back side of the boat, or you can shoot the one at the very end of the boat, because once you destroy that one, this lockdown is completely finished. Now, like I said, this step is timed, so if you don't do it in time, all you got to do is end the round and go back to where the sun orb is and start up the lockdown once again. But once you do complete this lockdown, if you head to the very back of the boat, near the flag on the ground will be a portal available for everybody. Once you stand on it and activate it, you guys are sent straight into the boss fight. Now, before you go to the boss fight, I highly recommend pack a bunch in your weapons and pack a bunch of the kraken, because you can pack a bunch of the wonder weapon on this map. Now, once you're ready for the boss fight, go ahead and stand on the portal and activate it. All players must be present to go into the boss fight. Once you activate it, you're going to be sent underwater, swim forward to the tree, and interact with the sentinel artifact. Once you do this, you're going to be sent back to the poop deck, and what you're going to do here is going to be into a lockdown. Just kill off all the rest of the zombies and you're done with the lockdown. You'll know when you're done with the lockdown once your screen flashes black and white. Make sure you run to the back and pick up the max ammo on the carpenter before you move on to the next lockdown. Once you get teleported to the second lockdown, just go to the bottom floor and stand in front of the max ammo and the carpenter. You're just going to stay here and just fire the kraken the entire time, and only using the RPG to take out the Blightfather or the Stoker, or once you run out of ammo with the kraken. Once again, once your screen flashes black and white, go ahead, pick up the carpenter and the max ammo. Now, for the third lockdown, you're going to head to the very end of the hallway towards the doors, and you're going to stay right here. What's going to happen is the zombies are going to attack you. I would highly recommend just using the kraken to kill them off, but there's going to be an eyeball that peeks through the door on left side and on the right side. Whenever it shoots its laser beam down the hallway is when you want to spam it and shoot it with the RPG. Once you do enough damage, you're going to finish the lockdown. Make sure you pick up the max ammo and the carpenter before you leave. Now, for the fourth lockdown, it's the same concept as the hallway. What's going to happen is eventually the eye is going to shoot his laser beam. All you got to do is do damage to it with the RPG. Once you do enough damage when it does the laser beam effect, you have completed the lockdown. Again, make sure you pick up the max ammo and the carpenter before you switch to the next lockdown. Now, for the fifth and final lockdown is the same as the hallway one, where if he shoots a laser beam, you're just going to do damage to him. The only difference between that one and this lockdown is at some point he will go to the back of the boat and he will make a loud noise. Now, if at any point you hear this noise, you need to dump as much damage into him as possible, because if you do not do enough damage to him, he will one-shot you. Now, he will do this multiple times throughout the boss fight of the final lockdown. Once you do enough damage to him, you have completely beat the boss fight and you're done with the Easter egg, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Other than that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next Easter egg guide for 2024.